Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Black Horror Humor. I am your host, Leah, and I am joined with the other host, Mr. D713 or Drake, and Mr. BCG, Baylor the Great.
Never gonna get me, never gonna get me, never gonna get me, never gonna get me.
Never gonna give me, never gonna
Whoa,
give me.
whoa, whoa.
Thank you. I'm about to say you ain't about to leave. I was about to say you are not about to end it like that. You got to end it with that. Right
I'm doing it. I'm doing that when I get in the middle of the street, and I know he can't catch me. Hey, if you really think about it, 90% of the boogeyman will not catch you in a foot race unless you fall.
We just got finished talking about.
I feel like Mike Myers walks too slow. Leatherface will definitely, if you in a foot race, he got it.
The only cats that's catching you is the cats in the Scream costume. They got wheels.
Oh, they run everywhere.
And reckless though.
Everywhere.
Like they don't have no brakes. You know how many times the niggas that ran into some furniture?
The funny thing is the scenes that I was thinking of about the Scream characters. What are they called? Ghostface. I'm thinking about them on Scary Movie, like the parody of them when they're like running up the stairs and then knocking down everything or being chased by the piano.
Mm-hmm.
I just think of them, but even in like Scream 1, Scream 2, like they are running full speed everywhere.
You know what? For a quick second, let's talk about that. Like, we need to give Scream its props because they definitely ran the tape and they changed the game though.
Yeah, I feel like they brought the horror back to, because for a long time we had more suspense thrillers from in the 2000s.
But they brought speed though.
Yeah.
Something that I ain't really seen before.
I feel like I'm trying to think. Candyman, nope. Freddy Krueger, no, he would just play games.
And that's in your dreams.
Yeah. I feel like because even no, I was gonna say Mikey, but he's not really.
Leatherface was the only cat that was gonna chase you down or chase you. But even then, he's still running like a 5'9", like, and he got that heavy ass. He was slinging that thing though. I'm telling you, he catch you.
That's what I say. That's the only one I keep saying is Leatherface. I ain't playing with
No,
Leatherface,
but I don't know. Between Ghostface and Leatherface, I feel like I would have a better chance of getting away from Leatherface.
Yeah,
I just have to outmaneuver him.
What? Hold on. You feel like you have a better chance with
between
Leatherface.
Ghostface and Leatherface?
Yeah,
because I have a better chance of getting away.
Because first of all, wait, Drake, you got to remember there was always two of them.
Hell no,
there was always two of them. No,
and they all end up getting killed.
But then you got to catch them.
Man,
they move too fast.
Nah, you running for some college students. Some college
they
white
don't
boys.
Catch me, Drake.
They ain't catching me. No. Leatherface. No.
Wait a minute. We were just talking offline about if you think Leatherface will catch you in a foot race, bro. He's carrying machinery with him. These dudes run a 4.2 and they're carrying a pocket knife.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're going to catch you.
They're not catching me. Leatherface. Once again, I saw the speed Leatherface carrying. That's the point. He was carrying heavy machinery, and he still had that hawk.
I'm about to go straight to Twitter right now because
do it.
You're telling me Leatherface
between Leatherface and Ghostface, you feel like you can outrun Ghostface, but you're going to be caught by Leatherface.
Absolutely.
No,
what I will say,
Ghostface has speed. And it's more than one of them. So you don't know if the same person you started the race with is going to be the person who ends it, or if you're running from them or whatever.
I'm going to post this from Black Horror Humor.
But Leatherface absolutely is persistent, but he is not fast like Ghostface is. He's persistent, yes, but Ghostface doesn't need the persistence because it's two of them.
And once again, when you say if it's two of them, okay, you lined the two ghost faces up together and the Leatherface together. How it
works. You don't see both of them on the screen at the same time.
Then it doesn't apply. Then it doesn't apply.
It does apply.
You said a foot race.
We're talking about you getting caught though.
I would rather get caught by them two dweeb
No.
motherfuckers.
No.
Not would you rather get is if you will get away.
I would get away from them two dweeb motherfuckers before I get away from Leatherface. I would still say that.
Absolutely not.
Drake, tell me right now. Tell me right now, my brother. Are you think now? Just answer it honestly.
I'm here. I'm gonna be real.
You can beat me in a foot race.
I don't know. I'm a horrible runner.
Just think about it. Okay, you're a horrible runner. Guess what? I'm excellent. Them niggas is going to catch me.
Leatherface is going to catch you too.
No, he's not.
Okay. Let's cool. So with them two, so do you think they can run away from Leatherface?
Yes.
Leatherface killed them. That's who Leatherface killed. That's who Leatherface chased down and killed. He was chasing down college students like them.
No.
Okay?
No. He chased down some slow ass kids that went to college.
Same
He
difference.
Didn't chase down Ghostface.
Same difference.
No, because you okay. So look,
and Ghostface used a lot of manipulation around some, and guess what? Leatherface killed the women who would trip. That's who they killed. That's who the Ghostface killed. You didn't have to trip with Leatherface. Leatherface was hawking your ass down.
Ghostface killed a lot of guys.
Leatherface is just persistent. That's the difference. He is just persistent. He is not fast like Ghostface.
Hey, I'm letting y'all know this right now. We get started because I am not going to say Ghost.
I'm just trying to understand you. How are you going to get away if it's two dudes who are conspiring to catch you?
Are we talking about running or are we talking about the
what
idea?
Are you talking about, Drake?
Because if we're talking about running, it was just completely.
We are out in the middle of the street.
If we're in the middle of a field, I would rather take my chances with them two dweebs than take my chances with Leatherface. That's it with me. I'm just keeping them up.
You're gonna outrun.
I said my body type is like Barry Sanders. I can shake and juke them. I don't think I won't be able to shake and juke Leatherface. Leatherface don't care.
How? Oh my God!
What evidence have y'all seen of Leatherface that you see you can get away from him? That's what I'm saying. You showed me.
A naked white chick dressed in blood got away from him.
What happened to him?
What happened to who?
Leatherface. He was fucked up at that moment.
That's it. Whose fault is that?
Man, we just gonna take to the street.
How is it that
Drake? I don't understand this at all, my brother.
I'm trying to understand.
I'm gonna help y'all understand. Like I don't know why
y'all
have some misconception of it.
The only thing is Leatherface is persistent. But if persistence has nothing to do with whether or not you'll be able to outrun.
You know what? The next movie I'm choosing, I was gonna choose some shorts, but we're watching Chainsaw Massacre. The next movie, I'm going ahead and throw it out there right there.
That's fine.
Yeah,
because y'all ain't gonna see here when he come out the back of that house, and he just boom, 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 boom. When that old man was stomping that cane, oh, you done fucked up now. You done fucked up now. Like everybody, like, what the fuck is that old motherfucker talking about? I just asked for, can I use your phone? No big deal. And that motherfucker, boom, 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 boom.
He gonna Leatherface gonna run out of steam after a good quarter mile,
and he's carrying a chainsaw. What if he's not even carrying a chainsaw?
Ghostface, no, they're running the full mile.
So you telling me, Drake? We all in the house. This is a scenario. And look, me and Leah, we die, and you get out of the house. You run down those steps. You're telling me the chances of you getting away is based on picking between Leatherface chasing you and Ghostface chasing you.
I would take Ghostface any listen. Look at me in my eyes.
There's more than so you fight not one but two dudes.
Hear me out. Listen.
Okay.
Like I don't think y'all listening. Like I said already. I already told y'all. I ain't worried about them. I can whoop them niggas ass. Them motherfuckers I ain't worried. Listen, see what we talking about then? What we talking about?
You keep bringing up your of fighting with them. I didn't.
Just running.
I say just
running. I was still just run from Ghost. These are just regular guys. Like, but the chance of me getting caught, I'd rather go. Leatherface is go catch my ass before them motherfuckers catch my ass. I think he's faster than them. That's how I feel.
I don't see how. I don't see what evidence has shown you that
That's why I say we go watch the movies. I don't know if y'all don't watch the same shit I watch. I think we watching two different things. That's what I'm thinking. You watching the ones from the late 70s.
I think you watch Scream. I think you watch Scream.
Scream didn't even scare me like that. Scream didn't even scare me like that. That's why I'm like, everybody loves Scream.
It's nothing scary about it. It's nothing scary about it until he killed my baby in Scream 2.
And did he chase her down? He didn't have to chase her down.
No, she got away, kinda. But then when she looked back, she did the look back. And she said, he's not here. And she said, what? And then she died. I miss her. Boy. I don't even know her name, though. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Listen.
You talking about Jada?
No, not Jada.
Oh, I'm just trying to understand how Ghostface outpaces Leatherface every single time.
I don't see how you figure.
If you had
Ghostface hawking people down every time, man, every time.
He's persistent, yes, but for speed, it's Ghostface, hands down.
On that ass. This isn't somebody in a vehicle. On that ass. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Man, that nigga running so goddamn slow with his old stupid ass.
Say it to his motherfucking face.
Yeah. Drake. I don't even know how you know.
Hey, Leatherface don't even run in a straight line though.
That's even worse. That's the point. That's even worse. You can't.
The only thing I can give Leatherface is that he's persistent. That's the only thing I can give him. But for speed, no. Ghostface, hands down.
Ghostface, nobody even talk about Ghostface speed. That's where y'all be getting this from. Have you
seen the Scream series?
Who has he chased?
Have you seen the Scream series?
Oh my god!
Other than white girls, what men did he chase in that series?
Look, Drake. You've never
he played that run around the couch, run between stuff. That's it. That's something we do with children. There ain't nothing he had to have a full sprint, 40-yard, 100-yard dash with.
Evasiveness, his quickness.
No, I ain't going with it. Yeah, and like we could go back here for another 45 minutes, but this dude ain't got that type of hawk that go strike fear in my heart. Not at all.
Okay. All right.
Hey, I will be the odd man out on this one. Guess what? I'm gonna survive. Y'all be on some hooks. I'm gonna have maybe a little scrape across my shoulder. That's it, because these motherfuckers slow. I ain't worried about them boys, man. Neither one of them. They probably end up stabbing each other like they did in the movie. Idiots.
That was in the first one.
Idiots.
They definitely had bodies.
That was part of the plot. And yes, they killed my boo thing in that one too. They hung her in a goddamn garage thing. Damn.
Doing some whack ass shit. Y'all talk. Yeah. If I could live in one of the two, I would definitely live in Ghostface world. Just get the screen. Definitely. Compared to fuck that. Hell. More and more I'm thinking about it now. Hell now. It's like everything about me, boy. You better not even think about living in fucking Leatherface. Leatherface will fuck. This fucking inbred motherfucker is crazy, and he's fat. He's like JJ Watt. This motherfucker's big and he's fat. Hell no.
Now all of a sudden, Drake is what you call it from Die Hard. He Bruce Willis from Die Hard now.
I'll become Bruce Willis.
He's Bruce Willis from Die Hard now when it comes to Ghostface. Like, this thing can beat up everybody now, Leah. We all good.
Who? Me beating up Leatherface? I ain't fighting no Leatherface. Fuck that.
We gotta do our top 10 boogeyman, because I feel like
you put Leatherface over you would put Ghostface over Leatherface. I'm just asking. It's a question. It's just a question. Would you put Ghostface over Leatherface as a top 10 boogeyman?
Overall, no. I got Leatherface in my top 5.
Okay. Hey, we respect it then. You know what? Leatherface ain't had to creep up on nobody. I'll tell you that right now. All his fucking motherfuckers he got was chasing their ass down. He has what he needs to do. It's never like he had to manipulate or talk somebody and share them and get to a secret location or pin them in the garage. It's always, I want you and I'm gonna get you. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Let's go happen.
Never that. No, that's too long of a conversation.
I'm telling you.
It wasn't never that. But y'all, this is how we do it every single episode, going back and forth about different scenarios we would be stuck in. Tonight, though, we have the pleasure of watching one of the classics, the original Child's Play from 1988, I believe it is. This movie was probably one of the first horror films that I've seen. Y'all both have seen it. Have y'all seen it recently?
This has been no, I haven't. I watched the one that been released.
Oh, like
which we don't need to talk about that one. we don't need to talk about that one. But we're talking about the OG right here.
Yeah, the crazy thing is I probably tried to watch the original one sometime this year, but I don't think I did. Or at least I didn't watch it all the way.
Okay, before we watch it, from what you remember, what is the most memorable part?
Oh, I got a gang of I remember the little nigga burning up the goddamn breakfast for his mom. I remember when they actually chased down the nigga and he did the whole little spell inside the toy store.
I remember that.
I still try to remember what he was saying because he was getting some bars off.
Give me this power.
And I want to say later on in the movie, there's a part where you see those little feet running across the floor. Yeah. I'm like, if he don't kick this motherfucker.
What about you, Drake?
I was gonna say the feet running across the door. When he killed, was it the first babysitter? If I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was like, oh, this little motherfucker for real. He ain't coming to play. Get it, Child's Play. Okay. And it was it a part? I don't want to get confused. Was it a black guy in this one, or was it in the second one? Oh, in this one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know some. Yeah. I remember some fucked up shit that happened that I wouldn't have been involved with. It was one of those when I was very young that I was like, why is he here? Like, get the fuck, what is he doing here? Okay, time to go. You see some weird shit happen. Let's get the fuck out.
When this came out though, it was at the height of you had Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out like 4 years before. Children of the Corn came out 4 years before as well.
Of the Corn.
You had you had Candyman came out a little bit later. But Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street was out as well. So this was like amongst those where it was like, well, now you can't really trust dolls either. So the premise of the story is pretty much there was a criminal who was trying to get away. He had learned some voodoo from a friend of his where he put his soul into the body of a doll and was looking for another body that he could transfer his soul into. So a toy gets bought and sold pretty much. It ends up at this kid's house and he wreaks havoc pretty much in the lives of this child and his mother. So if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to go watch it, but we'll definitely be watching, giving our reviews and opinions. So without further ado.
I didn't remember it happening like this.
That's how Mikey blew it.
That's what I'm saying now. How did they survive this shit? Now, I'm kind of pissed off now.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
That motherfucker straight barrel roll.
You saw that roll though?
Oh my
That shit was smooth.
That roll was cold.
It really was. Now, this is what I wouldn't do.
Why are you under, like, that whole couch would have been flipped over and I would light that thing on fire. I'm not playing hide and seek with you.
Peeking. I hate this type of stuff, man.
Why? I'm not playing hide and seek with you.
What did I say earlier? I'm not the type to take the mask off.
No. You would have just been set on fire.
With the whole apartment.
Oh.
I said talk to me, damn it, or else I'm gonna throw you in the fire!
You stupid bitch! You stupid slut! Did you
That's what you want?
with me?
This what you want?
What is how?
Where is it?
Cause you don't want that nigga ass.
Okay, the flames of the.
How is he pulling? Move your hand.
And right.
I'll say move your hand.
How come you have not kicked him in the face?
You saw the fake blood? You saw the fake. Oh my.
Where's the fake blood? On the knife?
Look at the knife.
No, that's a design. That's not blood. That's a design. I was peeping that earlier.
Yeah. I'm about to say.
Lock that though.
First of all, dude who is laid out on the floor is not passed out anymore. He should be up helping these people fight. Give me the boy!
Yeah, see, that's a design. Popping in the eye.
Oh, she unjammed the gun?
Yeah, you gotta wiggle around a little bit.
Why are we? Oh.
Now kick.
I forget about this part.
Where did the knife? Did he just drop the knife?
Yeah. When he lost his head. The end of this movie is hilarious.
Okay, I'm about to say it should be. That's a different gun, by the way.
Yeah, that's not the same gun. Oh no! Remember, he had to pull out his other gun.
Oh, hey! Mike, will you be sensible? Come on, look, it's as dead as they come. It's dead.
Wait, there's no more bullets in the gun.
I didn't know how to get to him.
He doesn't have grip. There's no bullets in the gun. Exactly what do you want to do?
Kill them! Kill them! Kill them all! The heart! Shoot him in the heart!
That thing is fully loaded.
Right.
That gun is fully loaded.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Oh man.
There you go. It's child's play right there. Play no games, man. Can I stop this? Okay. How y'all feeling?
He didn't have no grip.
Hey, I'm gonna get right to it. It's a classic for a reason. I enjoyed it.
Grip, Drake.
It's still a classic though. From the scary.
Police officers did not take their job serious in this movie.
When do they though?
In what universe, what horror film universe do officers really take their job seriously? Because even when they were protecting Sidney Prescott from Ghostface, they weren't taking what? No, absolutely not.
Dewey.
At least they gave her like protection.
Hey.
I just don't agree that this Officer Chris, whatever his name was in the movie, that he actually wanted to protect them. I think that he was scared out of his wits. and was like, I'm just gonna lay here in the floor and let them handle this because this is between the doll and this family. I have nothing to do with it. So I'm just gonna lay here until the doll is actually dead, and then I'll get up. I'm trying to understand where his partner came from. Like, who summoned his partner is the question.
I can't. I don't have the answer for that.
How did his partner just know to show up? And then he showed up into the house where gunshots are being fired, multiple gunshots being fired. And he just comes in and says, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Chill out. Why are you pulling the gun out on me? You know what? That's privilege for your ass. Once again, right there. Cause he came in a third ward or fifth ward on the north side or something like that. He gonna have that gun already cocked ready in the household. Listen. Ooh, I can't even joke about that. I was about, oof. We know certain incidents that's happened in this country. Man, I ain't gonna dim the mood with that, man. But
this kid is gonna need a full psychological workup.
It's a part 2 where it's a part 3. And it's a whole series. Yeah, his life is fucked up.
Yeah. Like the amount of psychological trauma this kid had, because can you imagine the doll that you've always wanted as a friend tells you that it was sent here from heaven by your father,
by your pops,
and telling you all these bad things. Like, this kid went to the roughest part of Chicago for a kid.
And this is all because his mama bought a goddamn doll from a crackhead.
Bootleg doll. Bootleggers. Hey, and this all happened within 3 days, maybe 4.
This is about a week's time.
Man, because he killed the first night he came home. The first day they got him, he killed the homegirl. Mm-hmm. That's the first day. Then the next one, the next day he had to go to the police station, right? No, he went to school the next day. Yeah, he did. He went to school the next day. That's when he killed the other partner, and
Eddie Caputo.
Yeah, Caputo, and he went to the police station that same day. That was day 2. Yeah. Day 3, that's when the whole shebang popped off. When the mama was like, "Nah, you gotta believe." No. On day 2, that's when she found out he was real too. This is like a 3-4 day thing.
Yeah, this all happened less than a week.
I'll say 3 days. Like, he killed 1, 2, 3 old dude. Did he kill anybody else other than the people he came to kill and the black guy? Dang, he only killed 3 people. Shit, that wasn't a lot. Okay. Still,
but the first one, like, even if he was pissed that she didn't let him watch TV, that was an unprovoked death that triggered like the whole thing.
He's a murderer though. I can see he's known to be. He's already lived a life of crime and killing and murdering, and that's the thing. If he would have become a 6-year-old again, just imagine how many more people he would have killed.
That was Mikey.
He would have been Mikey. You took the words out of my mouth. He would have been straight up Mikey. Man, what if, let's hear me out. What if Mikey is really Chucky if Chucky was successful switching bodies? Peep it.
Okay.
Are you saying that Mikey would have killed his mom?
Absolutely.
But this is the thing though. Yes and no. Mikey objective was different than old boy's objective. Old boy really wanted to get to the cats who turned on him.
Nah, he was a killer, but he was the man, well, not Manhattan. He was a something strangler, the East Side River Strangler, some shit like that. He was already a murderer. He was already a killer. He was a serial killer. He wasn't like robbing banks and shit. He was killing people. So I'm telling you, his main purpose was to kill people. And if we put it with Mikey thing was just killing people left and right for the fuck of it. Like, and that's what I'm saying. It could now it could be a correlation with that. Cause look, just saying.
If we say that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, because Mikey talked. If you remember the show, he talked like he'd been here before. He had a lot of ways, and he used to record all his killings. And it was 2 years. Didn't Mikey come out with 2 to 4 years? 92, 90, 92?
He came out in 92.
About the same age.
Because he was 6. Mikey was 9. I can almost buy it. I think my biggest thing is Mikey was provoked though. In his mind. Mikey was provoked because he wanted to have a family. So he says. So that's my kind of biggest thing about it. But it'll be hacky, but I guess I can buy it. As if this was Mikey's prequel that set him on the trajectory that he's in for Mikey 92.
He got Andy's body. Cause no spoiler alert, Andy Mother's died in the second one, right?
I don't remember. I just remember there was another kid. No, am I thinking of the third one? I'm thinking
of the third one. Andy was in the second one.
Yeah, but he was in ROTC, and there was a black kid that he was trying to protect who ended up getting Chucky.
Yeah, but I think the reason why Andy had to go to ROTC because his mother died. His mother died somehow, some way.
That boy is filled that trauma. Whew, goodness.
But I forgot how much I enjoyed it, you know? And it's been such a long time since I watched it.
It's hilarious.
Think about if this is your, like, I always look at it, if this is your first horror movie to watch, I think this would be a good watch.
Oh, okay. Okay. 2 years after serial killer, because this took place in 1990. 2 years after the serial killer Charles Lee Ray entered his soul into the Chucky doll, a toy company attempts to recreate the doll, bringing Ray back in the process. The possessed doll, intent on claiming a human body, kills his way toward former owner Andy, who now lives in a foster home. His foster sister tries to protect him, but his foster parents believe that he's a troubled kid. No, it's number 3. Hold on. Wait a minute.
JRTC.
This came out in 91. Wait. Oh, they were back to back.
They could have ended the series right here, and this could have been good. If they was making that money.
Okay, so it is 3 where he's in military school because that's with the black kid.
I remember
he does have a family. I remember the sister because they were like on swings and stuff, and there was stuff that was happening at the school. Okay, yeah, I forget that he was in foster kid. He was a foster kid. But Andy is played by a different guy though for number 3. Number 2 is still Alex Vincent, and then number 1 and 2 is Alex Vincent, and because they flash forward. Okay, I'm sorry. It says it's been years since Chucky, the doll with the soul.
He was a teenager, yeah.
And he was in military school. Okay, because they pushed forward time, even though this took place, it was released a year later. So Chucky 1 was. Child's Play 1 was 88, Child's Play 2 was 90, and then Child's Play 3 was 91. But in Child's Play 3, they fast forwarded to when he was a teenager in military school. So he was played by a different guy, which was Justin Whalen, who looks like the white Mario Lopez.
Okay.
He really looks like the white Mario Lopez, though.
From Saved by the Bell?
Yeah. Slater,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, man.
But yeah, so Baylor, since you fell asleep on it, you want to tell the class why?
It was like 2 seconds. It was like 2 seconds.
I
It's
didn't
like 2 seconds.
recognize
I'm
it.
not gonna lie. It's 2 seconds.
Why did you check out during the movie?
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and tell the class and the class my grade. I give this a C plus.
Okay, why?
This was lazy acting right here.
Okay, all right.
This was lazy acting. No, I take that back. Not I wouldn't say lazy acting. This was lazy this was lazy writing that we witnessed right here. Like the police had no urgency. They let her stay in an apartment that was a part of a crime scene. They didn't take the boy came out and said Chucky had something to do with it. They didn't take the dog for evidence. Yeah, I'm mad. The partner comes in, hears gunshots, and says, "Hey, what's going on?" Hey, you know what I mean? Like, what in the
What's the
world?
big deal we got here?
We
What's the big deal
never.
in my face?
First of all, the human wasn't that big. He looked like he was about. He looked like he was about 5, maybe about 5'5". Looked like he was about like 120 something pounds. I would have tossed his ass around, let alone the doll itself. So we never knew the strength of the doll.
Okay.
His strength did fluctuate. It was
It
some
went up, it
moments.
went up and down because it went from okay, you can't get me up off of you, but I can only bite you.
Or when he was stuck in that little fireplace, I was like, he was much stronger earlier on.
He tapped
Well,
her.
she put the log in front of the whatchamacallit so that he couldn't get out. So it took him a minute to break
That
free.
log was not sturdy. That log wasn't even put in place correctly.
All right, this is what brought it down from. I'll say this: all the movies that we watch, it starts at an A plus.
Okay.
You can only work your way down from here.
Okay. Okay.
When he hobbled across the street, I will never forget this. He hobbled across the street, Drake. The police car was coming down the street, was no more than about,
Well, you went to the beginning, didn't you?
he was about, he was about the damn car was about 2 feet away from him. He hid behind the nearest beam, and the cop car passed by like they didn't see this nigga hobble across
But
the
they
street.
saw him. The point was that you like at the beginning, they were like, go after the other dude. I got Charles Lee Ray. I got Ray. That's what he's talking about, whatever his name. Um, that was the point. Like they saw him, but they was like, I gotta chase this other car down. Now, why they didn't catch the other dude? I don't know. But we already say excuse me, the police in Chicago were not doing a good job at all. You know, CPD was trash, but
I mean, apparently they still not doing a good job.
you
Um,
did
so what about the fact that he tapped her with the
with that
hammer?
hammer. Okay, that was a
Yeah.
that was absolutely
She did a somersault roll onto the
yeah.
table, fell out the window.
And like it, all that was fake, but that was a good fall though. They did a good you
The only
know,
the only good thing about that fall is when she landed.
that's what I'm saying. That was a good. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that was good. I was like, oh, that looked like that could have hurt. But yeah, I agree with that. That did bother me. That
I
did
think it
bother
was the
me.
shock of seeing the doll alive that actually killed her. I don't think that it was being tapped on the head by a hammer, but I do agree with you, Baylor. Like watching it now is not, I don't really see it as a horror film. I see it more as a comedy now.
Mm-hmm.
But there
What was it rated?
even if
What?
go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Even if even with all of what has gone on, I do agree there is a lot of work that is left to the imagination as far as either we are expected to just accept what has occurred on screen as plausible,
Mm-hmm.
or we have to do the mental gymnastics to make it make sense.
Okay.
Like, you know, why was he in the hallway and 15 seconds later coming out of an air vent. Like, how did he get through the air duct so quickly with no head, nobody, with no head and missing an arm and a leg on either side? How was he able to maintain his grip? How was he able to move so quickly? And quietly in a lot of senses, you know what I mean? How did he have enough strength to puncture or to kill the doctor with the scalpel, but he only sliced the leg of the police officer? Like, why did the police officer pass out so many times during the fight scene?
Hey, I kept thinking in my head, like, they think that's me.
What?
They think I would do that. That's what I kept thinking in my head. I was like, yeah, they think that's me.
Do he playing sleep on the floor?
Yeah. Oh, you gonna be playing possum? No, I don't think that you see. I think that
Baylor would leave.
Look, watch
I feel like you have way too much fight in you to do that.
Baylor? Like, okay. Have you met Baylor, Leah? Hey, Leah, Baylor, Leah. Like,
no, I feel like, because here's the thing that I know. If I'm near Baylor and one thing I know about Baylor is that he is going to make it home to his family. He's going to protect his family at all costs, and he's going to do his damnedest to make sure that he gets home to his family. So as far as Baylor playing possum, if he knows that, like, you got it, Drake, I can see Baylor playing possum. But if he's like, no, like, there's a toss up, like, we need to make sure we take this person out, or what it is, like, Baylor's in on it.
So basically, Drake, if I see you getting your ass whipped, I'm like, all right, let me wake up. God damn. I thought Drake had it.
Nah, see.
I thought you had it. You had him in the bear. You let him go. Let him go.
See, I think with Baylor would be a situation. I think if Baylor was in that same situation, he done went toe to toe and checking and whooped up on him. Okay, he done cut his Achilles. He bleeds pretty bad. He limping and stuff. And like he said, I'm in the other room. I'm squabbling with old dudes. You know, I'm making it work. Okay. And if Baylor's in there playing, like you and me in there argue, like trying to deal with it, I think Baylor then would make it work. He would make a crawl for the door. He'll like, you know what? Nah, I tried. I gave my best, and that's that. Best of luck to them.
Well, no, you said he cut my what you call it. I don't know if I tried my best. You know what I mean?
I feel like Baylor would be like, hey, I'm getting away. Like, y'all need to go ahead and make y'all way to the door. Like,
like I'm gonna be like sliding to the door. Yo, I'm rolling. I'm out of here. Headed towards the steps. I'm about to roll down. Can't stop.
G-Jack run inside. Hey, what's going on in here? What the fuck?
I didn't know why.
No guns drawn. Why? If people are shooting in the apartment, and
they automatically supposed to pull it out.
Yeah, like what? Why would you just walk in and be, oh wait, hold on.
And people telling you, your homeboy telling you, don't touch it, don't touch shit. Why?
Man, there's nothing wrong with this. I can touch this. I can do, and I'm just like
eating a donut. Hey, what's going on? Hey, heard some guys. Tell me this. My thing is when she came with the information, and then the detective or the officer knew what she was talking about, all of a sudden he don't want to talk.
There's nothing. It's nothing. No, he said something that upset you. It's something.
Yeah,
look, that's where the strangler died, because I was there, and it's like, okay.
Leah, he was avoiding talking about it, like she brought up a past relationship or something.
Like, no, my STD test wasn't clean that one time. Like, that's not even what we're talking about.
I don't want to talk about it. Nigga, we're trying to solve the crime. What are you talking about? You don't want to talk about it.
My son is locked up in jail right now because y'all are putting him through psychiatric therapy. Listen, I'm solving this mystery tonight. I don't care what's going on.
If you don't get my son out, he has the potential of becoming a new Michael Myers. Please tell me what's going on.
Right.
I'm just to the point, like when he was in the psychiatric center, I know for sure it was a glass panel or pane on top of the glass bars. But then you saw Chucky sneak it out of the glass bars. That I remember that very well.
What are you talking? Wait, are you talking about the bars on the where the window is?
Where the bars or the windows at? It was also a window on it too.
But I didn't see a window. That's what I was trying to figure out what you were talking about. I didn't see a window. I'll go back and look at it, but
you'll see.
I didn't see when he looked out his window where the bars were, there was no window there. When he saw Chucky like a couple different times, and then when Chucky came to the guard's window, there was no window there. And I was thinking that would make sense because if they can break window and if a kid is really like far gone, they can break the window and literally like self-mutilate.
That makes sense. But those
bars were big enough for them to for him to squeeze through if he needed to. But I'm just I'm trying to understand how come this kid has more heart than the officer, and the officer just playing possum. But I truly feel like I will have failed as a parent if my child is being taken around the city by a talking doll, especially to some dangerous parts of Chicago. Look, son, they're going to take you away from me. And then he begs with the...
You are correct about the one. I'm looking at a different window. It was a window to his door.
Oh, the window to his door didn't have glass because he reached out to the doctor.
No, I'm looking at it now. It had glass. Hold on. It had glass in the beginning and they took it away. I'm telling you, I've been looking.
Because he called for the doctor. And then he got the chair and said, "Doctor, please." And they both had their hands on the bars. And then he reached through the bars and said, "Please, he's gonna kill me."
Watch this. Like you're right. You're absolutely correct on that aspect. So can you see? Is it Sharon?
That was a stupid little boy.
But you see that it was glass. Let me see. Let me go back. Oh, dude, dead.
That was the weirdest death. That was the weirdest death.
You want to talk about it?
How do you just
he can get through that though.
Yeah, no, I agree. When I saw that again, but you see right here, that's glass right there. Well, is that glass?
No, it's not.
Maybe my eyes fucked up.
That's why I was like, "What? I don't know what glass you're talking about."
That's maybe just a dirty ass wall. How about that?
Walk through there.
Yeah, see, because he's talking to the guy.
Well, fuck what I'm talking about then. Well, his doctor was a weirdo.
I was trying to figure. I was like, "What window?"
I'm tripping. That's me. Well, his doctor's a weirdo trying to drug that kid so damn quickly.
I just don't that's one thing. I wouldn't. Therapy, I feel like being able to talk about it, giving a child tools to express themselves, because some kids don't want to talk. But how would you react if your child?
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, that was scary. Go ahead. How would you react?
How would you react if your child was trying to express to you that something that's out of character for them? Like when Chucky said he killed the girl because she's a slut or she's a bee or whatever he said she was. And that is out of character. Don't do that, Drake. Don't do that. What is over there?
I think my wife is just walking around. That's her.
Let's check and see if she's walking. Because I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah, that was the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't understand. You know how you this carpet on top of these wooden floors, and you hear creaking and shit. And I heard queer.
No face, no case.
The fuck was that?
I can't do it. But how would you react? Because we had this conversation about Invasion of the Body Snatchers. How would you know that I'm really talking to you? And but if your kid starts saying things like, "Yo, my doll told me this, and this," and you know this is out of character, like your kid doesn't even talk like this, how would you react?
The dog would have to go.
Step one.
It would have to go. I know my kids. So if they start talking outside of the norm, then whatever's, causing that gotta go. It has to go. And
Step
I'm
two.
already, I got a few screws loose in my head already. So I'm not that type of parent that's gonna be like, look, you tripping, you need to go to bed. I'm like, oh, really? But turn all these motherfucking lights on. Let's get this shit straightened out right now. Go get the dog. Go with him.
Go with him?
Hey,
Yeah.
somebody need to go with the son. Absolutely agree. So that's step one. Hold on, let me get step two.
I am definitely setting something on fire. I'm definitely setting something on fire.
Step two. Oh, for sure. Jesus is gonna have to be in the room.
Look, I don't play. Listen, when they come, I do not play around with demons. You're not gonna wait. One of my friends actually, she said that her daughter was spiritually sensitive. I forgot how she worded it, but it's like pretty much spiritually sensitive. She said there were two, when they were in an old house, there were two ghosts who would visit her, and they were brothers, and they had dogs, and they would drag her and chase her. She played with the other, like another little girl who was a ghost. And she said she came in the room because her daughter was screaming, and it had her like gang. And I was like, "Whoa, I have to go."
Hey.
Yeah, I don't. No.
Leah, can I say something?
Yeah.
I wish you didn't share that with me. Yeah. That was scarier than this whole that was scary shit that happened tonight right there. Like that really disturbed the fuck out of me. Like
that's that, and I'm on the phone like, I'm glad you didn't tell me that before I came to visit. She was like, "Oh no, it wasn't at this house. It was at the house in California."
I don't care what house.
I was like, "No, because that's no."
No.
How are they doing today?
Huh?
How are they? Are they good?
Oh, she's fine now. Like they moved out of whatever the house was that they were in California, and they're now in Alabama.
Oh, so they was out here?
It was in San Diego, I think. Oh.
Right up the street.
Listen. Just tell your kids not to entertain stuff. Look, everybody can't see it. Because that is one of my biggest fears about having kids, is because they are so open to everything. And if they say, "Oh, I have an imaginary friend," no.
Now, the reason why I said I would take their word for it is because just one night, like our family is, is different or whatever. So what my wife would say, Bailey, because sometimes Bailey likes to be under my son a lot. That's where she pick up a lot of his mannerisms sometimes. Like she'd be like, "Oh, get big," just randomly, shit like that, right? And then so one night we was all joking around and stuff like that, and we was saying like, we was like, "Kason, we know you be cussing. Like I allow you to cuss on the floor when you playing basketball. That's one of the things. I'm like, you cool with cussing on the court because I know it just naturally comes out. We cool with that. But I was like, I know you be cussing around your friends, and I know you be cussing at schools and stuff like that." And then, he denies it.
What? Dad? No, never. Yeah. Dad, come on. Dad.
But then Snitch 9, I mean Bailey was like she said something like, and then she said, "Kason be saying bad words." And so my wife, being who she is, said, "Okay, Bailey, what words does Kason say?"
Bailey why you set her up like that?
Hey, and when I thought Bailey was gonna like hesitate or say something like what there's some words that we say no, you can't say that. That's not really a bad word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like damn or something like that.
Yeah.
No, she said, Bailey, what do he be saying? She was motherfuck Dre, motherfuck Snoop, motherfuck Devil, and I'm like, she said three different bad words, and I'm like, that's fluent. I'm talking about my wife had to cover her face. We was laughing so
Oh,
hard. So the fact that Bailey would tell the truth, like, and she's very outspoken. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we tell her that she can't have something, she'd be like, "Well, that's not nice." That's not. I'm like, what? Where do you learn this from?
that's
You know
not
what I mean?
very nice.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
very nice. Like, you're not sharing. That's not nice, mommy. You know. So if they came to me and said, "Look, my doll is talking to me, and it told me that I should do," give me that doll.
Man, hey, y'all remember that shit a few years ago? Was that? If I'm saying a few years ago with that Momo shit.
Yeah,
That
on
was last
YouTube.
year. That was
Yeah, that's what
last
I thought it
Yeah.
year.
was last year. I
Yeah.
thought
That
that
was
shit was
last
last
year.
year.
Yeah.
Hell, that shit was crazy. That shit was fucked up, and
That
that was
was pretty
exactly that.
bad. That was
Yeah.
probably one of the worst
I
things.
didn't know that it was that people had not only had the capability to do that, but people were actively doing that where my nephew was just like because my sister was like that's why she took away YouTube for them,
Hmm.
where
Mm-hmm.
it was just like she was like, nah, you couldn't, nah. So she went to my nephew who was the oldest and said, hey, have you seen this thing? And he was like, yeah, that's Momo, but in his mind he treated it like an ad, so he never
Mm.
paid attention to it. So whenever it came on, it was like he
He'll
would just
skip it.
fast forward through it just to go to the next thing or whatever. But it's like it's a trip that
Some
people would
kids
just
want.
like listen to it. It was like,
Yeah.
I'm coming in your room at night if you don't turn on the
Did y'all
gas.
ever watch it yourself?
Yes, I had to.
Leah, you
I
watch
had
it?
to.
Leah, you need to watch it. You need to. You don't need to, but I would like to. That's a conversation. That's something I would like to
No,
talk
I
about.
watched it. It bothered me, but I had to watch it for myself because, like, me and my wife, man, my anxiety don't be like that. But with that shit, it had
Boy,
me going. It had
me
me
too.
going.
Because me watching this and me working in the profession that I've worked in, that was a professional that was doing that. That was a teacher. That was
Yes.
somebody that worked with kids that did that. The way that motherfucker was like, it's scary to give you. Once again, I hate when I get my boost. Oh damn, my goosebumps come up because the way Momo
They found
was.
out who did it.
No, I'm telling you,
No, but
as a professional,
they
uh,
somehow. That's why I was like. That's why I was like, I don't really like fucking with YouTube because all of a sudden the outrage of it, and now it's not allowed on there or something like that. But like, why
how
was
do
it
you
up there
catch it?
before?
How do you? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. The way my thing is, and the way this person was communicating, calmly talking to these children,
Hmm.
and being very detailed on what I need you to do. That was somebody that worked in child development and
The
worked with
camera that they
children.
used, like that
I'm
was like
telling
damn near
you,
like a 4K camera.
you can't tell me nothing different. That was someone that I could, one of my peers, co-workers, that was someone that just have an evil spirit that has this knowledge and how to communicate with kids. Because they were very cool, laid back, spoke like everything we teach kids how to speak to a child when we're working on the case. And I'm like, that's the scary part. That was the scariest shit for me because this
Mhm.
motherfucker knew what they were doing. And it was just wow. So I'm telling them, hi kids, how you doing? I mean, very talked to them on that level and gave them very easy but maniacal instructions to do certain things.
Mhm.
And it's like, and I just watched, I think 2 videos, and I'm like, this
No,
motherfucker.
I just read the article where it was just like I didn't they were inserting these clips because these
Mm-hmm.
clips were like 10-15 seconds, but they
Mm-hmm.
were put into different videos that
Bob the
would target
Builder,
kids. Yeah.
Teletubbies, shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and so, but
Dora.
it's just like, make sure you keep a knife here, make sure that you turn the stove on,
Oh,
make sure you
And
you
when I
know,
tell you,
you
like
know
that
this.
really bothered me.
Do your
say it
dad?
again.
Go
I
ahead.
said, I said that really bothered my spirits. I was really like, that shit bothered me.
Like the one I saw. Do your dad has a tool shed? Do you know your dad's in the garage? Does he have anything sharp? anything hard, like a hammer, go get it. Go get, that's something, and make sure to hit your and not, it is the way, hit your parents with it in their sleep. Like, it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And it's not even what they were saying. It's just how they were saying it, and you can tell they were trained to speak to children. And it's just wow.
I just can't, like, it's crazy how evil people are. And I mean, I don't put things past people because I'm just like, God, because even when it did come out, because it was happening, I think for like a 6 months to a year before anybody caught on to it.
Yep.
And it's just like, for somebody one to think that, oh snap, we need to do that. The lady who actually created the thing was for an art piece. So they like found her, she's like some type of Asian, I think, and she created the art piece as part of one of her collections.
Mm-hmm.
And they just took a picture of that and said that that was Momo, and the that the video was supposed to have her, and said that she'll come after you if you don't do these things. And I'm just like,
They can keep playing around if they want to.
how?
I don't know why I just
How?
had this thought, but I would hate to see that at the bottom of the stairs. Oh, I would hate to see that.
Oh, the Momo thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I don't know what the art thing was for, but it
that
was.
face in general.
Yeah, that was wild. I think that anything coming, like, for it to be that sinister is just. I would never. I could never think to intentionally mess up a child so bad.
Oh, and
and think that I'm gonna have a peaceful life.
Unfortunately, that's why I'm so hard on some people that troll, believe it or not, because that was people that they think they think it's a joke. Okay, I guarantee it was people think it was a joke, and see what it's evil. Like I said, you use sinister, however you want to put it. It's just outright maddening. And am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. But it was just, once again, in the work I work with, just like we have bad police officers out here, we got very sorry ass caseworkers. Sorry
I mean,
shit.
I believe it. And that's why it's like, it's so dope to hear, like, from Baylor about how your daughter, your kids are just willing to have open, honest conversations with you, even with her being as young as she is, like, knowing that she can go and talk to mommy and daddy about whatever, and even voicing her opinion, even if y'all don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, a lot of parents miss out on having that type of relationship. And that's how you get a situation where a doll like Chucky or a video like Momo could come in and tell the kid to do whatever, and the kid feels like he or she is obligated to comply. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot of kids out there that after watching a video like that, they feel like they have to. I don't know. They just they're kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Bailey is. She will sit up there and say certain words that we didn't think she knew. That's I have to credit that shit to Mickey and them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one day she'll randomly say some shit like sophisticated, and I'm like, where you get that from? You know what I mean? Like, you haven't gotten to that grade yet.
Look.
But the fact that we allow her to go on YouTube or some of these apps and stuff like that, she picked, they soak that shit up. And some kids are just, they're drawn to the disfigured of the face, and then but the calmness of the voice and shit like that. And I'm like, yo, that shit is crazy, man.
Because even if, I listen to a lot of YouTube videos, I don't watch the actual video. Sometimes I listen. The voice is so calming.
Uh-huh.
It got a little creepy to it, but it's like, once again, how you talk to them, it's just so, hey, it's your friend, Momo.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm like, it's just very uncomfortable. But all in all, it's just I'm glad that time is level. I tell watch your kids' phones. You know, make sure to pick them up, go through, see what they seeing, watch a show with them sometime because they was sliding that stuff in left and right, and like with TikTok, like I don't know if they doing. I seen some
TikTok,
TikTok
you'll go
videos
down a
opposite.
goddamn rabbit hole real quick.
Boy, tell me about it. But
Real
they'll
quick.
start some off like doing makeup videos and they'll put some deep stuff in there.
Oh,
some
yeah.
very political stuff in there, like talk about racism and all that shit. So this is like you can use it for good or you can use it for evil, but you have the power. Whew.
Well, we got a vote in. You got that same vote? You looking at the same vote?
You talking what? You're the C plus, C minus?
No.
No. He's talking about on Twitter.
I'm talking about Leatherface, Ghostface.
Hold on, no. You must be excited because you got some reason why. Let's see.
Yeah. So I asked a compadre who wants to be on the show.
Oh, okay.
I asked him. I said, "Who are you getting away from if you escape the house, Leatherface or Ghostface?" He put Leatherface easily. And he did say Ghostface gonna have to see these hands.
Well, I'm looking for him. What did he put on the replies? How did he comment?
He probably commented under Baylor's thing.
It's under my post.
He must have quote treated.
He quoted it.
Yeah, he quoted it. Leatherface easily goes against his hand. Man. Nah,
we ain't gotta go back to it.
I want hopefully people wake up. I want hopefully see. I put a little poll on it for later on. But I want to know this. Y'all must be thinking of another Leatherface. I guess we talking about.
I'm thinking of the same one. Listen,
we watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let me see where I can find.
Is it your turn next week?
It is my turn.
It is your turn next week. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off because if for whatever reason, like these last 30 minutes, all our videos end up talking about nothing that has to do with the rating. So let's go ahead and give the rating. I know that Baylor, if you want to go ahead and state yours first, let me go ahead and.
I'm giving it a C plus, and the only reason why it's getting the plus is because I do consider it a classic.
Okay, Drake.
I give it a B minus. I give it a B minus. Yeah, I give it a B minus. I liked it, and I would say no, because it has some flaws that y'all did point out, and I agree to them as well. But I would tell people to watch this, especially if this is your first time watching a horror movie, because some people, Chucky has put fear in a lot of people's lives. Okay,
yes,
a lot of people. My wife is scared of Chucky. That's like one thing she would not watch again. Is this? She like hell no.
Really?
So,
if she watches this again, she ain't gonna have no more fears of it.
You don't know my wife.
Listen. After seeing Dead Silence, which is another one that we're gonna watch, and have y'all seen Dead Silence? Oh snap! That's probably gonna be my next one. So after seeing Dead Silence or like Annabelle, no, Chucky is definitely punting it. That like even Poltergeist definitely punting Chucky. Like I feel like all I gotta do is step left and kick, I'm good. Like
that little swoop.
Yes, that's it. Like all I got, like as long as my legs are together, that's the only thing I need to do. Or I could pick him up by his ankle and just
shaking,
keep going, like bang his head against the wall, bang his head against the desk. Like he's turning human. You know what I mean? I can just stomp his heart out. So I would give this movie. It's a classic, so it's raising the grade a little bit, but also it's not a straight up horror anymore. So I have to give it the comedy as well, because it's hilarious to me to watch. So I want to give it a B. I want to give it a B But I feel like a B- is more suitable because of all the work that I have to do, or a suspension of reality that I have to do in order to enjoy it. But I think that because I see it as a comedy now, I'm giving it a B because of the nostalgia. Yeah. So overall grade B- from your hosts over here at Black Horror Humor. Thank you so much for watching this show with us and listening to us rant about the good times, the bad and the ugly and the hacky. Because some of this stuff was real hacky. But it's a classic nonetheless. So we'll catch you next week. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at BHH Podcast and on YouTube. YouTube. Yes, follow us on YouTube at Black Horror Humor and on Instagram at Black Horror Humor. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. I've been your host, Leah. Thank you so much to Baylor and Drake for being here. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
And don't pull a mask off.
Ever.
No, keep them lights on.
Keep the lights on.
Straight like that.